What's up, guys? We're gonna look at the BCI OpenBench table and see how to set it up. First time using one of these, and that is really nice looking, very organized. I bought 2 of these to test multiple units. Adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. And let's start off. So out of the box, instruction guide. Let's try to do it without it. I bought a second one, as you can tell. So what do we have here? These are 6/32 screws. PCIe standoffs. That's cool. So they just slot in like that. That's pretty cool. So slot in, angle, tie them down, screw. That's pretty nice. Alright. These are 6/32 screws. The other side is M3 screws that are pretty deep. And they all have washers on them, that's nice. And let's try to take the stand off and put it in. How to do that? I'm guessing you loosen these. They are really tight. Alright, that's all. That's all. Those are all the standoffs with push type. Let's try not to lose any of them. Alright, that's both of them out. I don't think it matters which orientation they go in. They don't have a slot. So they didn't slot it so it doesn't move. That would have been better if they slotted it. There's no slot for the bracket to this, but that's where it lines up. Gotta put screws in it. See if I can do this fancy stuff. They have slots for the screw, but not slots for the bracket. That's different. So we'll do that. Do that. Pretty quick and easy to set up. So those are the stands, which aren't tight enough. Tighter now, still a little wobbly. Could use a screwdriver, but this is supposed to be toolless, but you always have a Phillips next by. Screw in. Since I'm probably gonna use this forever and not take it apart, and I have a second one anyways, we're gonna screw this all the way in. Okay. Now it's nice and tight. Gonna use So on the side stands, so on the legs, they have all the standoffs for the PCIe and motherboard. On each side of the legs. One there. There. See if this is correct. I don't know. Let's look at the menu. Why not? Oh, I get it. So these are so the motherboard can sit, and then these go like that. Go like that. Finger tight for everything, and then we need the other motherboard standoffs. Well, I don't have enough standoffs. Maybe I'll move this one over here. So they only gave me 8 of the push type. That's snap-in motherboard standoff. And 8 of the PCIe motherboard standoff that screws in too. So I guess they figure some people want to screw down their motherboards instead of snap them in, which would make sense. But as you can tell, I only got 4 PCIe hold downs and 7 PCI lane slot standoffs. And that's all they give you. You would have to buy an extra kit. I think it's like $20 something for the extra cute screw kit so you can fill up every single one. And then for the standoffs, the push-in types that clip in only come with 8. So I guess I'll use the last PCIe standoff, which is also a motherboard standoff, for the middle and clip it in. And then these are to mount radiators on the side over here. They mount on the side right here. It allows you to mount radiators to it. And then for PSU mounting, I'm not sure how they mount the PSU on here. Let's look at the manual. Oh, so the PS mounts to these section holes right here on the stand. So they mount in these holes right here. And then hard drive and SSDs can use these slots right here to mount. Overall, it's very thick. I can't even flex it, and I'm pretty strong, I would say. Not sure what these holes are for. Oh, ATX. So ITX, ATX. Not sure what that hole is for. And what else? So this is gonna be my main test bench. So I bought a Husky power supply for this thing. Let's see if it fits. I'll laugh if it doesn't. But I bought a 1600 watt titanium UVGA 1600 watt T2 titanium rated power supply. And I'm going to try to mount it on this thing. Ho, 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 ho. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough, but we will see. Oh, that is really, really husky. This thing is huge. Forgot how big these things were. Let's see if the screw will fit. It fits just enough. But I'm not sure. Like it because it's actually it's pretty strong. It's not flexing as much as I thought it would, so I guess that's okay. And the last hole doesn't fit, or did I mount it upside down? I might have mounted it upside down. Or did I mount the thing backwards? I might have mounted it backwards. So this bar line here with the line, I'm most likely facing inside. So let's see if that's the case. So we have this right there. And this over here. No, that is the right spot. One of the holes don't line up for me. I think it should. No, I think I just don't have a long enough screw for it, I guess. No, it's a little short on the threads. That one went in. That one went in. One of them don't line up. Why is that? And now I don't want to come off my hand. Trial and error, trial and error. This is a normal size PSU. It's just really long. Standard mounting holes. Maybe it's gotta be. Is the holes not set up correctly from factory? So this hole goes here. This hole goes here. No, don't line up at all. That's not good. I can only fit 3 bolts on the PSU? That wouldn't make sense. It has to be at least 4. In the picture, it only has 3. I guess they didn't think that through, did they? So, in their manual, the picture only shows 3. 3 screws, because one of the holes is too far apart. That's just great. So I can fit these 2 and this one, but I can't fit the last one. Maybe it's on the other side of the bench. I can fit it. One there, one there. No, they don't fit. That's crazy. I guess I didn't think that one through. And this is a really heavy power supply, and I don't want to just mount only 3 bolts on here. But gonna have to. There we go. Oh, so that's okay then, I guess. Even though it has screws missing, it lays flat towards the table, so you're fine there. You're not worried about it. It just keeps it from moving around. That works out, I guess. So let's put this back. And what else? That's it. Unless I'm going to mount a radiator, that's what these are for. They slot it in. You mount it to the side and line up the holes at the angle of the radiator. And boom. Got yourself a test bench. Now, these test benches are from OpenBench themselves, are A little expensive, I think like $190 shipped, but I got these from coolerguys.com for 160 or 155 free shipping. You just have to wait longer. If not, you can get it for cheap. So that's the OpenBench. Nice strong construction. As you can tell, I'm shaking. Whew, pretty solid with the. And then put a motherboard on here and see what it's like. So this is only designed up to regular ATX, but we're gonna put a eATX on here for fun. There we go. Snap it in place. Snap it in place. That is nice. How's that? eATX X299 dark with a 7980XE that I'm going to water cool. And let's make this a little bit even better. The washers, I'm not sure how they're going to do this because they just fall off. I don't like it. It's just on the screws themselves. What can you do? But here's a card right here. Okay, locked in. X299 dark. Whoops. Guess I should have placed that. Whoops. Guess I should have placed this one in a different spot. Actually, it's fine there. It's just it's a metal rod sticking out with no support. So if I were to do that, I would have to hold it while screwing it down. And even then, I would have to use another rod. So let's say if I wanted to do an SLI or NVLink setup, I would have to take this rod out. If it wants to come out anytime soon. It's really long. Well, so after moving it a couple times, I realized these triple slotted, if this thing wants to focus, these triple slotted cards just use the two holes instead of this one that's open for the PCIe lane. So skip the first and just do the next four. That way you can have two of them mount the cards 30. And even then, I'd probably take this one and skip the next one and put it on this one. That way, if a lot of new cards are triple slotted, you could just use the second and third, fourth you skip, and then fifth and sixth you use. If not, you could just leave four like this for dual slot cards, or two dual slot cards, or a single for SLI. Another thing I noticed is these little rubber feet. They go on the bottom of the bench in this area. And alright, focus. Let's do this side. Well, they go on these bottom of the foot, and if you try to move it, like if you try to slide it like this, it'll just come pop right off. So these are pretty much useless. So I won't even use them. I'll probably just throw them to the side and not use them. Other than that, bench is pretty sturdy. I moved it out about a lot already. Now I just got to do some cable management on it, and we're ready for some bench testing and maybe some extreme overclocking on it. As you can tell, I got my Evo block on there. I should have gone to full nickel plated. Soft tubing compression fittings to make my life easier. The X299 Dark. XC Ultra 2080 Ti. Some CL14 3200 RAM. I'm going to try to overclock those. And the 1600 watt EVGA T2. Well, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe. And if you're looking for any of the items, it's down in the link below. Thank you.